Okay. Hi, my name's Brianna, and I want to start off this speech by talking a little bit about Carlos Ernesto Escobar Mejia. Back in the 1980s, he fled El Salvador after his brother was brutally murdered, and he wasn't sure if he was going to be next. He spent the next 40 years building a life for himself in San Diego until an unfortunate turn of events on January 10th, 2020. He was arrested and detained by U.S. Border Patrol and sent to the Otay Mesa detention facility. He spent the next 4 months of his life there until he unfortunately was the first to pass away of COVID-19 complications in any immigration detention center across America. This was preventable. He was severely disabled and had type 2 diabetes and shouldn't have been there in the first place. In the wake of a pandemic, they did not have to put him into the detention center. Every single human being deserves respect and to have a life. Yet numerous people are being stripped of their rights, dying, and are starving in our own communities. We have to take action. I'm a civil rights activist and college student studying sociology so that I can hopefully work for nonprofits and charities like the San Diego Immigrants' Rights Consortium, or SDIRC. Today, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about SDIRC and how they're involved with civil rights, education, and community improvement that you can help them help others. There's a really big issue right now surrounding private versus public detention centers, where public are owned and run by the government and then overseen by the government. Private detention centers are owned by private companies and then overseen by private companies. There's incentive to have multiple bodies in these prisons because they get paid on the amount of people that are in there. So, of course, it's going to lead to overcrowding in situations like we have now. KPBS did report overcrowding when they visited these detention centers, along with consistent physical and mental abuse allegations from the prisoners still happening to this day, in the middle of a pandemic. Now that we've just scratched the surface of the issues revolving around the immigration services now and the detention centers in San Diego, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how SDIRC helps with these issues. SDIRC does 3 really big things for our community. The first thing that they do is they educate. They hold forums and presentations all the time for college students and anybody alike who want to get educated about this issue. Another thing that they do is legal counsel. They have lawyers employed by them that work to get people out of these detention centers right now that are unlawfully sitting in there. The third thing that they do, and something that you and I can both help with, is the Borderlands Get Free Fund. This is a fund that is created to go directly to the bail funds of the detainees that are in there right now. So your money would go directly to helping these people get out of jail. Now that I've discussed the true challenges of the immigration process in America and the detention centers here, please feel inspired to donate to the SDIRC and help change our own community.